Hello, my name's Andy Coates, and today we're going to be looking at some of these Hope wood turning tools that I use in my own workshop and a few basic techniques of how to use them. Today we're going to be looking at this 6mm Pro Carbide tool, which comes on a 16mm steel bar, gunmetal blackened, with two Softech grips, as you can see. There's a stainless steel insert which holds the cutter in place, this little 6mm carbide cutter, which is secured with two Allen keys, or two Allen screws I should say. The kit as supplied from Hope Wood Turning comes with two of the cutters supplied, the Allen key and the Torx key to release and adjust the cutter. The first thing we're going to do is show you how it can be used as a shear cutter. So we've got here, part prepared, a sycamore blank, ready for an open top form, and you can see I've left a quite rough surface to start with, and I'm just going to use it in 45-degree mode as a shear cutter. First thing to make sure of is that the straight portion of the tool is securely on the tool rest and not the reduced section. Once you've got that and you've got your cutter on centre, we'll get safety glasses on, we start the lathe, and you can see here the cutter is at the 45-degree angle. The beauty of this round bar is that you can adjust it as necessary throughout the cut, but we'll begin the cut at 45 degrees on centre and gently pull back, and you should see that surface immediately begin to improve. And the shavings that come off are very, very fine. Put forwards and backwards. And there you can see lovely fine shaving and a dramatically improved surface. So that's one of the advantages of the tool. Okay, we've seen it in this mode. Another option with this tool is to use it pretty much like you'd use any beveled cutting tool, and to actually use it with this bevel rubbing. This does take a little bit more practice, but you will see the difference in the quality of the cut, especially on end grain. So we pick up with the edge, we've got the bevel of that cutter rubbing, and we continue the cut through, taking care as we exit the wood, and we should see a dramatic improvement in the quality. A little bit here, so I'll just go through that one more time. So we pick up, we've got the bevel rubbing, and off, and you can see there's no torn grain, beautiful cut, and that's actually ready for a braiding, and it's actually such a fine cut, you could probably start at 120. Another option with this tool that I won't be actually using today, but is worth noting, is that these Softech grips are removable. They're quite tight because they're meant to be, but they will fit any of the standard Hope collet chucks from Hope Wood Turning. So we can slot it in and lock it down, and we can use that for much deeper vessels with more control, but we won't be using them today. So we'll pop this back, we'll take a short break, and then we'll come back and we will show you how we use this as a hollowing tool, and I think you'll be astounded to see the prodigious amounts of wood that this thing can shift. Okay, so this tiny little tool, which may look as if it can't do much damage, can actually do a great deal of damage, and we're going to show you how. It can remove wood extremely aggressively, so you do need to be aware of this, and it does take a little bit of getting used to control it. The cutter's going to come in dead on centre. Now, one of the really interesting things about it is, or useful things, is that you can almost use it as a drill. So we pick up on centre and push in, and it will cut a central hole, which removes that slow wood that's always a problem. Then by coming onto that edge, we can see how quickly it will remove stock. Okay, I've just moved the rest in a little way now because it's taken probably an inch of depth further in, and we're just going to continue the same process. I can actually rub the bevel the same way I did on the cleaning up shot. Okay, we'll move in a little further now, and we'll continue the process to hollow this vessel. Stop and take a look. Now, I don't know whether the camera can zoom in there or not. It's probably a clear enough shot, but that's a lovely clean wall. Still wants a little bit of work, but I think you can see how quickly this tool has removed that waste material, giving you the semblance of the vessel that you want, and now it's just a matter of some finishing cuts and then straight onto abrasion. It's a fantastic little tool. It does take some getting used to because it is so aggressive, but it's a very short learning curve. And when you think of the time that it might take you to do that with a conventional gouge, I think you'll very soon realise that the saving in time alone and effort is well worth purchasing one of these little tools. I use them myself in the workshop all the time. It's a great little tool. And as it famously says on the advert, it does exactly what it says on the tin. So if you're looking for an alternative, for me this is the key. The Hope 6mm Pro Carbide hollowing tool. Cool.